What happens when you sell 100 fake games to GameStop? Do you get arrested? Do you get banned from GameStop forever? Or do you just get kicked out? This was the most awkward video idea to film in this channel's history. I feel awkward just watching the video again. Hey guys, Tyler here, otherwise known as Tyrone. Today we'll be buying 100 games at GameStop, opening them up, taking out the actual game, discarding those games, buying fake discs and putting them into the game cases, and then selling them back to GameStop, getting a quick little laugh, and then we're gonna buy the GameStop employee whatever game they want at GameStop to compensate for our negative karma at GameStop. Let's go to GameStop, shall we? Time to buy the 100 games at GameStop. After browsing for the cheapest games at GameStop, we collected a sum total of 100 games. We brought up all the games to the register, and the amount was a humble
$420.73, signing your paycheck away.
Yep.
There you guys go. Have a great day.
Appreciate it. We got the games. Time to move on. Well, folks, now we need to make these games fake. And then we snagged some empty CD discs to put in our video game cases that we just bought. We got everything we need, folks. We just need to use some DIY craft skills to make this happen. Come with me. Here are all the games we bought. Now we just need to take every disc out of them and then put in empty discs. Time to get to work, folks. Here's a little close-up of every single game we bought at GameStop. PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PS3 games all littered throughout this pile. Okay guys, all 100 games are chilling right here. I'm gonna keep this one right here, Dark Souls with the aluminum case, because it looks legit. We only got it for $5. Thanks, Mr. Pete. I'm gonna put this to the side. But what we're gonna do here is open these bad boys up, take the games out of their little yellow sleeves here, put them to the side, and then insert one fake CD disc into the case. We're gonna do this with all 100 games right here. We're gonna keep them this orientation to look like they may be actually legit games, but when you put them in, there's nothing on here. We're going forward assembly mode, just putting the empty cases right next to Sodi here. He's gonna go ham. And our mission became increasingly more tedious. We basically extracted every game from their respective game case, took those games out, put them to the side, and then we put a fake CD disc inside of the game case to create 100 fake games. Looking back though, this is probably one of the dumbest methods of creating a quote-unquote fake game. It's 100% obvious the game's fake, but at the same time, I want it to be obvious so that they don't call the cops on us with the idea that we're actually trying to sell these games to them, knowing they're fake. So we're walking across a fine line here of making it obvious enough for it to be somewhat funny, but not compelling enough for GameStop to think we're actually bringing them there with the intent of selling them to make money and leaving, because that's not the goal here. We're just trying to make a quick little joke. Okay, what do we have in here, Sodi? We have one blank CD disc right here. We took out the real game, put all 100 real games on this little blanket here in their own little sleeves, and now we have 100 fake games, basically the legit cover art right here, but we just have empty discs inside. We're gonna go to GameStop. He's gonna take a look at one or two maybe, then we're just gonna reveal that we're just trolling, buy him a new game, negate our negative karma, move on with our lives. Should be interesting. We're definitely not gonna get a nickel for these games, but his reaction will be priceless. Also, just for sake of big numbers here, we have a total of 100 games that we paid a total of $420.73. Saved $157, not bad. Let's go try to sell these CD discs in game cases to GameStop. All right, that's it. That's all 100 games in the car. Let's go to GameStop. Oh, minus Dark Souls 2 with the aluminum case. Too cool to even consider selling. What a beauty. Okay guys, here are all the games in the trunk. GameStop's right behind us. Sodi's gonna get these games in stacks. I'm gonna ask them if they do trade-ins. They're gonna say yes. I'm gonna come out here, give Sodi the cue. He's gonna start bringing in stack by stack by stack. We're gonna initiate the exchange. We're gonna try to sell these games knowing that they're not gonna give us any money, obviously, and then we're just gonna say just a joke, and we're gonna try to buy the guy a game as a token of our appreciation for trolling him for views. So hopefully he accepts our token of gratitude and this all goes smoothly. So wish us luck. I'm gonna go inside and ask them if they do trade-ins. Okay guys, you're about to hear what the GameStop employee had to say about our fake games, but because of her response, I have to put a voice filter over the sound of her voice, so her voice is not distinguishable, and I will not be showing her face in any of the cuts, and I'll basically be cutting the frame into a tiny little square so none of the employees' faces or voices will be heard or seen because they didn't want to be on camera. While using a heavy voice filter combined with ambient sound, we can replicate the conversation to an almost lifelike degree. Just watch.
And then a question for you. Do you guys do trade-ins? Okay, for sure. thinking of selling?
Some Xbox 360 games and some PS3 games.
Are you looking for store credit or cash?
I guess we'll see how much I get, I guess, in that case. My friend has a few in the car, so in that case, I'm gonna tell him to come in here with the games. Is that cool?
Okay, so she said they take trade-ins, so let's see if she'll take any of these games. Let me close this behind you. All right, let's go for it.
Yeah, we just got these at a garage sale, like a day ago. The guy said they're all working condition and whatnot. The guy gave us like a crazy deal at a garage sale. It's pretty weird.
Like, how much do you guys pay for them?
Well, like 20 bucks or something crazy?
$20 for the box.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if, hopefully they work.
That one has a CD.
It's a CD?
Yeah. Guys, that one also has a CD.
You serious?
Look inside of them?
No, we're just messing with you. No, they're all CDs, yeah.
Okay, folks, we just got kicked out of GameStop. Yeah, at this point, I suspected a reaction similar to that. We've gone pretty hard on GameStop the last month or two. The reaction's probably not gonna be that good. We're sitting here trying to figure out a game plan. I really am tired of going to GameStop, but at this point, I feel like every GameStop in Central California is somewhat aware. The lady asked if I was Tyler, so that's a bad sign. Well, folks, this has got to be the biggest video failure of all time. Didn't get any good footage. Didn't get to buy the lady a game and negate our negative karma. We're just left with all these games we bought. Making these videos is tough sometimes because you have to put yourself in really uncomfortable and awkward positions to get interesting footage. But basically, I'm at the point where I'm never gonna go back to GameStop again. This is the last video involving GameStop in any fashion that I plan on making because literally they know my name now. The lady asked me if my name was Tyler and if I was making a video when I got in there. So this is the end of GameStop interaction whatsoever. Although the stuff we're doing is 100% harmless, the fact that I'm recording with my Ninja camera angle is not appreciated by corporate GameStop, and I guess I get it if we were like recording them like snorting cocaine in the back of the stop, but that'll probably be the end of GameStop interactions. Thank you, GameStop, for the views and subs and people who have been brought to the channel, but with that being said, I'm gonna clean this all up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these games now, so I'll have to figure something out with those. But if you subscribe to the channel below and follow me on the Instagram at Tyler Oliveira Official and DM me Dark Souls, I'm gonna ship this aluminum Dark Souls game that has the soundtrack and the actual game in it to one of you lucky subscribers / Instagram followers. So go do that real quick. And speaking of failures, here's another epic yet failed video idea we did in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 104 48 packs Crayola crayons right here today. That means over 5,000 crayons in these very boxes. Today we'll be using a blowtorch to melt each and every one of these crayons into one massive crayon by using this as a template. And then graffiti my backyard. Alrighty folks, we have all 5,000 crayons right here. We have one metal pot. We're gonna put a bunch of crayons into the pot one by one, start melting these bad boys, and then pour them into the little molds right here. This should be epic. While this idea might sound good in theory, the question then became how exactly we would get a blowtorch and melt hundreds of crayons at one time, and then pour them into a massive giant plastic crayon mold, and then somehow make it one massive cohesive crayon. It was practically impossible, but here's what we tried to do. Just watch. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what we got going on here. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 and more, 4,000 and less, 5,000, 5,000. The math doesn't add up, but there are all the crayons right there. We have 5,000 and like 24 crayons, I believe. And here are all the boxes we unboxed from all these crayons. Now here's the kicker. We have this massive plastic crayon we got for like 20 bucks. It's basically a crayon full of a bunch of Legos. And now once we boil these crayons with this pot right here, we're gonna pour it into this mold, slowly forming the massive mega crayon. Okay, ready to go. Whoa! Whoa! Right. Grab the camera, actually. Grab the camera. Grab the camera. All right, we're tightening the nozzle. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, it's melting. The flame is not controlled. Oh, God. Oh, the wind! Dude, this is scary. Is this thing gonna blow up in my face?
No. The wind is not helping. This is rough, dude.
All right, guys, it's raining now. It's gonna complicate things. We have some turbulent wind that's igniting itself at this point. That's really shady because the fire is igniting the gas and vice versa, back and forth. So it's a matter of when it explodes, essentially. And this is just on fire. We're just gonna let it run its course until it all melts.
Not even melting, it's more like burning.
There we have one drop of rain. This is not good, folks. Look at the clouds above us. Alrighty, folks, so now it's starting to heavily rain. So we're going for it, folks.
Burning at 1,200 degrees.
Going for it. Oh,
Oh, it's leaking from the bottom.
okay. Jesus Christ. Already hard.
So it cools quick. And when light screws it just screws you more.
And then the fire kept going and we didn't have any other way of turning it off, so I tried to use a water bottle.
There's still wax in there?
Yeah, tons. What?
Whoa!
Phone! Ah!
Boiling the water.
I don't know why it's popping. And then by pouring all that water into the wax, we realized that we ruined the wax and that this video was effectively impossible to make. We basically just wasted 5,000 crayons, our time, and of course, Mother Nature's flame. And that's it, folks. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.